Bro, that's what it's all about, bro. We hunt like wild dogs. Let's get it. Gang on me, gang on 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah!
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
I miss Al Davis, not the one at the end of his life, the one in his prime. He wouldn't let crap like this happen. He usually identified a guy that had the right stuff to be a head coach and hired him without giving him full run of the organization. That way we didn't have to worry about crap like this happening. Going into their Week 9 matchup with the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Las Vegas Raiders are rumored to possibly be trading guard Jackson Powers Johnson. Davis wasn't into guys coming in and making decisions that were going to affect the team longer than the coach was going to be there. I wish Mark would channel his inner Al Davis and not allow such a stupid move to be made. Something clearly happened between OTAs and training camp that made things between Powers and someone from the coaching staff go south. Powers is clearly the second best offensive lineman on the team, and Colton Miller, the best, isn't able to play right now. Powers is a physical tempo setter. Why would you make such a move? There are a couple of moves the Raiders can make before the trade deadline, but trading Powers? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. If I could sit down in the room with Davis, I would tell him, look what the last few coaches have done to screw things up with your personnel. Even your beloved John Gruden. He overcame it with his coaching, but trading Khalil Mack made the team worse personnel-wise. Mack holds down because he wanted a deal befitting a Defensive Player of the Year award winner is no excuse. You tell a player like that, let's negotiate while you play for us or no one at all. Management always wins that. No need to panic. Gruden panicked and got a horrible value for him. Josh Jacobs is pretty good, but Damon Arnett? It gets worse too. You let Josh McDaniels come in here and run quarterback Derek Carr out of here without a plan at the position. I'm sure you noticed you still don't have crap at quarterback to this day. Can you imagine if Crosby played with Khalil Mack for all these years? You did both of them a disservice by not having them here together. Carr might have been able to take you somewhere with Mack and Crosby on his defense, and now you're going to let his staff get rid of your best offensive lineman right now? Come on. That ain't going to win for you, sir. Alright, now that that's over with, let's get to the moves to make. Jakobi Meyers has been a professional, but he's made it clear he doesn't want to be a Raider anymore. He's requested a trade on more than one occasion, and he hasn't changed his stance on that. He's in the last year of his contract too, so they're not getting him back next year. He's really not that good of an individual player anyway. Coming off his first 1,000-yard season in 6 years doesn't make him a true number one receiver. I'll give him credit for his hands. They're incredible, but that's not all it takes to be a great receiver or a number one receiver. You have to be able to get open, and Meyers is in the middle of the pack among receivers in separation per route run. There were plenty of times that quarterback Geno Smith had other receivers open while he forced it to Meyers for an interception. 4 of his 10 interceptions came on plays like that. Meyers needs to be in Josh McDaniels' system because he can use another receiver's route to get open. Right now, the Raiders are hung up on a 3rd-round pick for him, but if those other teams don't want to give that up, they need to go ahead and take what they can get and get him out of here. A deal I'd be trying to make is for quarterback Shedeur Sanders. Y'all can say whatever you want. He was a 1st-round quarterback in the last draft, and the NFL did what they did to get him picked in the 5th round. I believe it was legendary NFL running back Eric Dickerson that said the owners got together and said no one was going to draft him. Then when the 5th round came, they made the Cleveland Browns take him. Dickerson said the Browns didn't want to take him, but they were forced to take him. I don't know about you, but I believe that story. Why? Because you can tell the Browns, or at least the coach, doesn't even want him. When Joe Flacco was traded to the Cincinnati Bengals, Dylan Gabriel became a starter and Bailey Zappi was brought in to be the backup. Sanders somehow mysteriously injured his back and wasn't active. Come on, man, you really believe this 23-year-old that hasn't played a lick of football hurt his back? Quarterbacks don't even get hit in practice at that. The Browns aren't doing anything with them, so the Raiders need to get on the phone with them because Smith isn't the answer here. Watching him throw the ball to the other team multiple times a game got kind of old. Of course, this is only a rumor, but if there's any truth to it at all, please, Davis has to come to the rescue on this. First Gruden, then McDaniels, now Carroll might make a decision to screw the Raiders up beyond this time here. Miller's out, so Powers is the best offensive lineman on the team right now. So why would you trade him? That's almost like the Raiders having a sorry defense and they have the nerve to trade Mack from that. That's not building, that's making your team sorry for no reason at all. If the Raiders want to do something by the trade deadline, here's an idea. Trade Myers and trade for Sanders. Thank you for watching. See you next time.